with with all of the great men that are still alive, some of them, rest in peace, are no longer here. Um, I was raised to be a hero as a child. First thing I learned in kindergarten from, I remember Mrs. Robinson, she's rest in peace as well. She explained what a hero is, and the definition of a hero is a firefighter, police officer, soldiers, um, people that help other people come out of their life-threatening or any type of assistant that needs to be controlled, whether if it's firefighting, uh, dispute with neighbors, domestic violence. Um, as I was 25, I'm sorry, October 1st, when I was 5 years old, that's my birthday, in kindergarten. I started school, I remember the end of September, or was it the mid of September back then. October 1st, I was hospitalized due to a surgery of some sort of tumor. Um, Not cancerous, I was lucky, thank God. But the tumor was removed. I was in the hospital for 25 days, and I recovered. As I was recovering, a lot of family that we had, my father's friends, um, came to visit me at the hospital, and they were asking, "What would you like?" And as a kid, like every kid, was saying firefighting, toys, and so I had the entire battalion with helicopters. All the fire engines were red, ambulance, fire trucks, hook and ladder engines. Um, I was raised in the whole fire department mentality as far as serving my city, and by growing up with such good parents, that I would say that still who I am is because of my parents. I was a firefighter volunteer for LACity for 6 years. This was my firefighting turnouts that I have hanging, and I kept everything like because it's so sentimental. Um, as an LACity explorer, I was given this. This is a shield that goes over your helmet. Usually, our post advisor, rest in peace, Ralph Urquiza, from Fire Station Task Force 89s, gave me this shield after I had 5,000 hours of ride along, certified ride along with LACity. And I kept it precious. I love it. It's an honor for me to hold this. And I had a lot of difficulties keeping my property because of the entire banking system that wrote loans that were never explained properly, and led me to just become a welder, kept me out away from school. During all this time, my father went ill, lost his business for the past 7 years now, and I picked up my welding trade from another very great man that raised me, Wayne Nakamura, also a firefighter, retired now, engineer from Task Force 89s. Um, I have a lot of good men and women that has helped me to become who I am for today. This is part of my work that I did. If you can tell, welding, my art, what keeps me going. Um, as far as back to my documentary as what the DWD did, since I don't have a refrigerator, I filled up the ice chest with water and ice. It's melted now. Um, and I don't know, I just hope that there is a right form of justice, and with that right form of justice, everybody thinks they have the right form, but there's always a better and more of a right of that right form. And I think that every single city employee should be monitored precisely, because that's very important if that's the person that qualifies for that position. Um, it's kind of dark right now, but in the daytime I will have another few minute clip, and I'll explain how DWP investigators that came here, they left their business card. Um, their business card. This is their business card. Investigator, revenue, security, customer service. Can't really see it. Aaron Ingram. That's their office number. Area code 818-771-22. I can't read. 12. Too bad it's a little blurry. And Department of Water and Power, City of Los Angeles. And then there was this man. He looked like he had more seniority. Mr. Luis, what he said his name was, Luis de Ramas. 818-771-2212 also. As you can see how professional they are, he tried to write his first name first, and then he scribbled it. I guess water and power employees do have some type of typos, and they qualify for their job. Before Mr. I'd just rather call him Lewis, because I don't know if he's worthy for me to call him a Mr. Lewis, that had more seniority than Aaron, rushed to my front door, which, let me unplug this because my power converter, I want to save it so I could take a shower at least. We'll go through the bathroom one more time. Mr. Lewis came, smashing on this front screen door. See where I barricaded myself just because it's so unsafe in Panama City. And as I was sitting here on this dining room table, also candle lit lid, my mother was sitting in this chair. I was sitting more closer across her at this corner of the table curve. Mr. Lewis came to this window, or I'm sorry, not Mr. Lewis, Lewis came to this window. He peeked inside through the window, saw us sitting here trying to have our lunch on the afternoon of July 2nd. He demanded me to open the door, so I opened the door. I said, "Can I help you?" And he says, "Sir, we're here to read the meter. It's the Department of Water and Power." And I says to him, "I already paid my bill." He says, "Yes, but we're here to read your meter." He says, "Okay." So I said, this door is locked. The meter is in the back of the house. So as I'm walking through this hallway to lead to the garage door, I open the garage door. Um, as I open the garage door, I don't feel like opening it right now because I have everything sealed, locked. You know,